the shade starts early. Remember one thing in life, you have to live in your truth. And remember, everyone around you that love you, that you love them, embrace them because they're very different. And you'll have a relationship that's different than any other. And you have to understand one thing. No one is promised to be here forever. We all have a time clock that we're going to be punching in. We're all going to leave one day. So don't be the kind of person who sit back and say, I wish that I would have not listened to people. I wish I would have lived in my truth. I wish I would have just been happy and looked out for things that made me happy. But at the end of the day, you don't want that to happen as far as you sit back making a wish. So make everything that you want to do come true, as long as you don't hurt anyone. And anyone that try to stop you, remove them from your life because you have to live in your truth. And if anybody don't like what you have to say, guess what I want you to do? I tell them, fuck out of here with that dumb shit.
Hey, what's
Woo!
up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Somebody getting a fight? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It is the day of another day that we call Friday. Anyway, that being said, what's going to be, hope everybody's doing everything as far as being safe on this Friday. If you're going to go out and stuff, you already know I'm going to a funeral of this to one of my sister, one of the girls like us has died from cancer and stuff. I talked about this before. Carrie Diaz, known as Kevin Carragher, will be at a homegoing jubilee on September the 22nd, which is today at 81 Crystal Street, New York, and I will be there. And visit her life and stuff, so I'm going to go to her funeral, which is in New York City and stuff, and it takes place at, 7 o'clock, and it's on that big church on Crystal Street. So I'm going to go there and stuff to celebrate her life, the stuff back in the matter stuff. I don't know if it's going to be really packed and stuff, but she did know a lot of people and stuff, and it's to be honest, I have been so drained behind her passing and stuff, and if you're the kind of person, well, you know me, I watch people, and I kind of take things a little personal sometimes, maybe more than I need to and stuff, but basically, I knew she was in a fight for living and stuff, and she cried because she didn't want to die and stuff, and, well, I don't think anyone really wants to die and stuff. I just think people want, a better way and stuff, and, and most girls like us who do want to die and stuff, is because society has done so much to us mentally as far as abusing us, and even the parents and stuff has basically attacked us and stuff. So the suicide rate as far as girls like us has a lot to do with what society has done to us. It's not about what we are, who we are, or standing in our truth. It's just about how society won't leave us alone and stuff. But in the same breath, they don't want to be attacked, but yet they attack us and they go, oh, I can't understand why they want to kill us. Yeah, because this is what y'all do to us. You do so much shit to us, and you break it down so much. And the thing about it is that you act like, this is how I see it. You know how somebody take rocks and they knock glasses out of somebody's house and they go, well, what happened? You did that. Oh, no, I did not. I don't recall. How do you know I did it? I saw you. It's now. And that's how it is and stuff as far as I'm talking about in reference to, girls want to kill herself and it's way off balance because that's not what she did. She not committed suicide and stuff. She died from cancer, so stage 4 cancer. Stage 4 throat cancer and stuff. So, rest in peace, Karen. Took me a memorial for her tonight and stuff at 7 o'clock, and I'm going to be there and everything, and, anyway, on a brighter note, excuse me, I got it this morning and stuff. The doctor called me up there, was like, well, your prescription is ready and stuff. I said, okay, because of hormones and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. I said, well, is it ready? Because if it's not ready, let me know, because I'm not going to be walking way down there, because, look, you don't live in a great area and stuff. Every little step you take could be a step towards your life, you know what I mean? So I'm the kind of person like this. I'm like, well, let me just go, is it ready? He was like, yes, fine, it's ready, baby. Okay, I get down there. So I called him, so let me just take one more thing, is it ready? So the guy, I guess he got a little agitated. He said, it's ready. I told you it's ready. And the reason why I kept asking him, because every time I get down there, he says it's ready, and it's not ready. So, I walked through the door. He said, who are you? I said, Raven. Did you call? Now I'm a big bitch. It's not too much of me. It's not too many of me running around here and stuff. And if you see me before, pretty much I think you could pick me out on a bunch. You know, the thing about it was that I walked into everything. He was like, well, you know, he looked at the thing. He didn't know where it was at. It was like, I don't know, you know, I don't know who you are. It's ready, but I have to put the ticket. I said, I just talked to you a few seconds ago, and you told me it was ready, and I'm down here. But I didn't say anything, because the reason why I know you said, well, right, you say something, I don't say anything because I feel like this is his job and stuff, and he's probably had a hard way to go, and, you know, I know maybe I overthink things and stuff, but I don't want to be like a person that makes his day even worse, you know what I mean? Because I know I'm just one person and stuff, and due to the fact he kind of messed up again for the third time, I'm not going to make his life difficult as far as being a person that jumped on him too, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? So I was like, thank you very much, you have a good weekend. He's like, okay, you know, we laughed and I walked up. I was pissed. Oh, I was pissed to the heart of passivity. I was like, now I called you and you know, but I'm saying this on my head. I'm like, I called you and I asked you what you're going to, you know, gather pills right now, I'm walking down the street. Everybody's like, what's wrong with this bitch? Look. Because I'm sad, you know, but I don't say anything, you know. I'm saying it in my head and stuff. I'm like, my office still moving because I'm so pissed off. But, you know, anyway, I've been sad. So, I went on and everything, and I met, I talked to someone from my past in reference to someone who decided we was breaking up again. And we've never been together again. And the thing about it is that, this is the thing. A lot of girls like us may not understand, and I'm a very empathy type of person and stuff, and I feel like I understand we want guys to be with us and stuff, and I understand we want the man to stand for the forefront and stuff, but a lot of guys that want to be with us and stuff, and I know some people are not going to give it a pass, but me, myself, I do give it a pass, because at the end of the day, I knew what I was before, and I knew when I found out what I was, it was a difficult thing for me. It was not a thing that I said, walked up in this morning, walked up the door and said, okay, I've arrived. There are levels to everything as far as being who you are, and a lot of times I don't think a lot of girls take into consideration when it comes down to guys who want to be like us. Now you have to understand, he's coming from a cis woman to a straight gender world and to this type of world, and the simple fact of the matter is a lot of them do research and stuff on us, and you know, they want to take us home, because a lot of times when it comes to these cis men, they want to introduce us to their family. And you know how you meet somebody, oh, I want you to meet my girl, it's bad, my girl, it's beautiful, and they say, well, your girl's a little different. This is something you want to tell us, you know. And, you know, in the back of his mind, he's thinking the same thing and stuff. And he's like, how are they going to receive me? And if this relationship doesn't work, you know, I just outed myself to my family. And it's difficult for him when it comes down to that, when it comes down to guys that want to be with us and stuff. And I understand and stuff. And I'm not the kind of person that's going to, you know, rag you out and say, well, you should have known that before you came to me and stuff like that. Because I always believe in empathy. And I do believe that people are allowed to make mistakes as far as being in their truth. And a lot of sisters, they want to be with us, but they don't know how to introduce us to everything around them because it's new to them and they're afraid of judgment. And let's face it, you know, everybody, a lot of people want to be accepted. People want to walk through the world and people like them and stuff. Everybody don't have to like it. I'm not trying to say we go hands and sing kumbaya, but I'm just saying that we want to live in a world where we don't have to walk through the door and get attacked and stuff like that. And, you know, people want to be accepted and stuff. And for him and stuff, you have to understand this is something new for him. And then he meets someone like you, which is like me, and he don't know how to deal with it and stuff, you know. And mother ain't the most passable girl in the world. And here it is, I'm a tall bitch and stuff. And, you know, it's a difficult thing. And at the end of the day, no matter what you say, well, I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman, you know, I get that, and I'm there with you 100%. But my thing is this, is that he knows what you are, you know what you are. I mean, we can say we're women, but at the end of the day, we know how we started this shit. You don't become trans by starting being a woman first and go the next level to a woman. You just end up being as far as that. Now, I'm not trans, you know, because I'm a lady. I'm a lady boy, honey, and I ain't into that trans shit. That trans we all. That trans name is Speed. And if you go out there, oh, I'm transgender. Well, honey, you might have just told him, bitch, I'm a... You must have just told him, oh, bitch, I'm a man. Look at me raw. I do not use that word. Call me what you like, but I don't use that word. I don't use that word. I use it with you. I don't use that word. I stay away from it because it's fierce. I think every time somebody say trans, the girl should go, fierce. Transylvania's, because I don't see it, you know, and that Phyllis is just another way to make fun of us until we catch on to what they're doing. I guess we're going to join in and do it, and I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to live by that name and stuff, and you already know how I feel about it. I hate it. I say call us the dolls, because we are the dolls and stuff, and there it is and stuff, and you know, and I met a guy and stuff like that. We talked on the phone and everything. He wants to see what's going to happen between us and stuff, and he called me and everything, and I told him, I said, he said, well, have you been thinking about me? And I said, no. So he got a little offended because he was like, why would you not be thinking about me? Because I don't know you, bitch. I don't trust you. You know, and the thing about it is that I didn't say that to him, of course, you know, this is in my mind, you know, I'm not mean to people. I said a lot of things in my mind, but I don't say it out loud, you know what I mean? Because that would be mean. So people say what I really want to say. You know, so I was like, He said, you miss me. I was like, So I guess he was like, you know, then fuck you then. So I said, stop texting me. He said, but do you want this thing to work? I just met you today, in case you don't know. What thing to work? I don't know where we're heading and stuff. And then there was another question I asked him. I said, what are you in the bed? You know, because unfortunately in this lifestyle, we have to ask the person what are they into. Because when they come to girls like us, they kind of want us to do a lot more than what we're supposed to be doing. And if you're into that, that's smart. I have no problem with that. But he said, I'm a bottom. And I said, oh, you're a bottom? Now, listen. Mother's not getting on nobody's back. You're just about to get it. If I'm on your back, baby, you better believe it's money. It's money involved. Anyway. But another question I want to ask you, well, I want to tell you something, well, ask you basically, have you ever, you know, someone who did you dirty and stuff, and then they popped up out the clear blue sky like you forgot everything that they did to you and stuff, and basically trying to have this whole conversation, like, thinking that they could just move forward with you, like, it's like, oh, you must have forgot, because they think, for some reason, a lot of guys feel as though we know so many people that we kind of lose track of who they are, and how many guys we slept with, and we don't really know who they are as far as sleeping with them as well. You know, and they feel like, you know, we had an argument and disagreement and stuff, that they could just come on back and just come back and talk to you and stuff. And this is the thing, because the reason why I'm saying this, because a couple of people that's popped about the Clear Blue Sky this week is people I've had arguments stuff with, and they decided they wanted to get in contact with me and stuff, and you know, just act like everything is fine. They never mention it, they never bring it up, like what they did to you and stuff. And like one person was mad because I wouldn't have sex with him. Another person told me I don't understand the situation and stuff. It was just really nasty, and you know, it's like to be me and all stuff like that. I was like, you know, I was trying to be sympathetic towards him and like, you know, telling him, you know, it's okay, well, this is what we'll do. He said, you don't understand. You don't tell me you just jumped all in my case. You took it out on me. And I was like, you know what? You think you got problems? I said, boo. Be one of us. I said, you ain't seen problems. You ain't seen betrayal. You ain't seen shit. You ain't seen people get up and move. You ain't seen get spit thrown on. You never seen this thing. You haven't seen that you can walk through the door and everything, and people have a problem with you and stuff like that, and all you can do is say hello. But at the end of the day, they don't want you to put your hands on them and beat the shit out of them, because at the end of the day, they want to be able to laugh and talk and shit, but they don't want that smile taken off their face because of the fact they stand in front of the police. They be standing in front of the police. Anyway, I don't condone violence, so we just leave that alone. Anyway, but you know, it's very difficult and stuff. And I noticed that a lot of people that hit me back up, there's people that's done me dirty and stuff, and they hitting me up to have this conversation with me, you know. Hey, Raven, oh my God, we haven't talked about, yeah, of course that we haven't talked, bitch, because we're not friends no more. You know, and I wanted to ask a question. My question, this whole video was really about that. I don't know why I always get to that, but this video was supposed to be only about, has somebody contact you who did you dirty and don't even apologize because they was hoping you was going to forget and y'all can move forward. Some people say, well, that's just petty, baby. You need to forgive people. Sure, you forgive me. But it's an old method called forgive and forget. I forgave you. Now let's forget you. Move on. Anyway, I always feel like this. Sometimes you can forgive people and sometimes you can't, you know. And anyway, I just wanted to share it with you and stuff. And hopefully you have a safe weekend and stuff. You go out, please be safe. Me in the belly of the beast. And my makeup job is fierce. I can do my face the same way. Girls like me, let me ask you this. Have you ever done your face the same way? Every time you do it, it looks different. It's like, I do it the same way. And every time I do it, sometimes it looks fabulous and sometimes it looks like a carton each. Anyway, have a safe weekend and stuff. And all that, you know, I love you. And I want to thank you for watching. Castaway.
Raven, what kind of color is that you got on? What color is that?
They're pink.
Oh. Let me see your nails. Let me see your nails.
Here they are.
Okay. Okay. Turn it right.
You
Yeah.
like them?
Okay, you can go. Bye. Bye.
Hey.
Bye.